ChavezzSlovakia. Guys, I always say that not only to let you know that you're here, but to let my fiance know to stop calling my name because I'm busy. Shut up. I'm busy right now. So, what the fuck are we here? How did a woman ruin her chances with you? Fellas, this is from the brainy dude. A fucking hilarious compilation of people talking about how women could not get with you. The man, the shoe is finally on the other foot. The rose's thorn is in a different ass this time, guys. Finally, we get to prick the bitch. If that's appropriate. There's like some fucking buzz on my hat. Very distracting. Let's do it, dude. I fucking love these. I have a couple stories myself, but we'll see what they give us first because they're really funny. My homie JJ is literally a heartbreaker. The light-skinned dude that y'all kept calling Joyner Lucas in my videos. They were in my groomsmen were in a couple of videos with me a little while back. And that man's a fucking heartbreaker, man. He is devastating to women. So I can't wait to tell some of his stories. But in the meantime, let's check out these. Let's do it.
I've got a golden one. In college there was this woman I was interested in. Seemed pretty cool, etc. We hung out a few times. Went on a date or two. We'd known one another for about 3 weeks. Her birthday was in that period. I was busy with a lot of midterms, but remembered and sent her a nice message via Facebook.
Okay.
I thought that was good. Nope. The next day
Nope.
on her blog, which she was writing for a class, and had asked me to read beforehand.
What?
She writes an angry post quoting my birthday message, and tearing it apart for being cheap and easy.
Yo!
Not meaningful, or something like that. Here's the kicker. She ended with a declaration that no one should have people like the one who sent this message in their life.
Okay.
My birthday was a week before hers, and she never even acknowledged it.
She did
I
the
took
same-
her advice,
Wait.
and cut ties then
What?
and there.
I thought he was gonna end it with she did the same thing to him. Just sent him a birthday message on Facebook, but she never even said anything on his birthday. Well, guess we're moving on.
After sleeping with me, she said that she doesn't want to see me again.
Oh.
I did like her though, but I respected her decision.
Yeah.
3 weeks of no communication, I got a message from her saying,
No.
So that's how it's
So
going to
that's
be.
how it's gonna be.
Don't ignore me. Oh yeah, lady. No. She made me buy her an
I
egg.
can't wait to, sorry, that's funny in itself. But I can't wait till a nice guy reacts to this video and trying to convince the world that they have been in this situation when the world knows that they haven't. That's what I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for that shit. But this is fucking fun, dude. I just
Roll from the place next to where we were eating. She didn't want to do it herself because she claimed Chinese people creeped her out.
Oh.
When I asked her why, she said because of Pearl Harbor. Also, she stole my iPod. Was in a bar with a girl I was seeing and some of her friends were there too.
Oops.
She goes up to a random guy and starts making out with him. I see it. Her friends see it. Her friends see that I see it. She starts walking up to me and 2 of her friends grab her and take her outside.
Hey, good
That
job.
was the last time I saw or talked to her.
At least her friends had your back, bro. They was like watching you watch that shit like, we need to get her out of here. This is very poor decision making on her part. Good
I had
shit.
an ex-friend who we always flirted that line between friendship and the next step. She was great. Loved video games, movies and was career driven.
Swag.
I said F it one night and asked her out, and she said that we were too good of friends to risk it.
Hey,
so I left
that's
it
fair.
at that, and we kept hanging out. She wanted me to take her to a strip club and even said she would love to try an amateur night and wanted me to come see her if she
Okay.
did it. She then began dropping more hints and would try to playfully grab my hand while we were out. Then she got her nipples pierced, and once they're healed, showed me and even dropped more hints about other tattoos and piercings I would
Swag.
like on her, or another girl, you know. So again, I ask her if we just gave it a month and tried dating.
Right.
No ex, didn't have to go that far. Again, she turns me down. Okay, whatever. A few weeks after that I met a girl and began dating her,
Now
my
my
wife,
wife.
while playing WoW one night. Female
Y'all
friend
ain't finding wives on WoW, damn.
asks me if I were single, would I have sex with her? I told her I tried to just date her, and she turned me down, but I told her yes, if she wanted to, I would have, because I'm comfortable with her, and had feelings for her. She logs for the night. Then a few days later asks me why she has a hard time finding boyfriends, and every guy she likes gets a girlfriend. I ask her again what she means, and she logs off WoW again.
Oh no!
Finally, we have an argument one night about something, and shortly after she unfriends me from Facebook and we stop talking.
This is such a good messy story, bro.
Word gets around to me from mutual friends, and she is upset that I got a girlfriend and she really liked me. I told everyone that I gave her the chance to say yes twice, and she turned me down twice. Moral of the story is, if you like a guy and you hint at it and he asks you out, go with it.
Yeah.
If it is what you really want.
Yeah, good story, good moral, man. That's a little difficult, man. You can tell there's a lot there. You can tell there's probably a couple more details in that story that he didn't really break down for us, but it's a good juicy one. And it is that simple, man. Even with all the hints and shit going on, you should just accept the invite, man. If I say, yo, let's date, you want to date, we should just do that shit, man.
It's happened with a few women, but when they are super flirty with you one day then text you the next day asking for advice about another guy. I
That's
get
tough.
they're doing that to make you jealous and get you to make a move.
That's
But
tough.
nothing turns me off more. Aprix 1 month after we started dating, the conversation goes something like this. I like you better than my ex.
Okay.
Really? Why though? He thought more about himself than about me. Me. AMM. How so? He would prefer to buy things for himself before buying things for me. Me. Thinking maybe he was buying stupid things like booze or video games. Like what? He said he had to pay for his tuition that semester, and so he couldn't buy me my day gift.
Oh, that's a loss. That is a loss.
So I left him. Yeah, I ran away as soon as possible. Talked about her ex the entire time, and started making subtle comparisons to me. It felt like I was being vetted for a job. She frequently told my female friend / rumor different tactics she needed to use to keep a guy she was seeing interested. They were mostly small things like telling the guy that she was hosting a party, but explicitly not inviting him to join. I want nothing to do with women who think it's good to deliberately manipulate or emotionally abuse their boyfriends.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Went on one date with this girl.
It seems like he took that like really hard for what it is. Because like if it turns out well, it's just like an innocent tactic. But like if it's like, because I'm not there, I don't know how she's doing it. I don't know if she means like not invite them in that conversation, but it's like obvious that they're supposed to show up. Or if they literally mean like, no, I'm gonna plan the whole fucking party, tell him that it was great, and like never invite him to go, instead of like one day just being like, dude, of course you're gonna come to the party. Because like in my head, that has to be how it works. She has to be meaning like, I plan a party with him, and like don't tell him he's invited to like the last minute or some shit. That's how it can't pop. That's so there's no way it's that's fucking stupid. Is it that stupid? That's not cute.
Boyfriends.
You're right. I don't like that either, sir.
Went on one date with this girl and took her to see Oz the Great and Powerful in 3D, and this is what happened. She ordered nachos with cheese, and when offered jalapenos, began shouting what's a jalapeno Jim one to try, then she started coughing and choking when she ate a slice of one, and shouted, "Ooh, why you gonna put that on M? No, don't want it." The cashier and I just looked at each other in disbelief. She ordered an excessive amount of snacks as well. When the film started, she kept taking the 3D glasses off and on and waving her hands around while audibly declaring it's like it's in my face. Never seen a 3D film before. Effing hell. This caused people to turn around and put their fingers on lips to shush her.
Wow, that dude. Wow.
I waved apologetically to them. She got up and left halfway through and asked me to go with her. She wanted a cigarette, so we missed a good 10 minutes of the film. During said cigarette break, she asked if I had money for weed. I don't smoke, drink or do drugs. After the film, I went to draw some cash out of the ATM.
To give her weed money?
At that point, she then shoved her head between me and the machine and said, "How much you got?"
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
I'll have some. I was just annoyed at this point and told her I couldn't lend her any money as I needed it. I dropped my wallet in the taxi and £20 slipped on the floor. She took it and for a solid 2 minutes pleaded with me to could keep it. I said no, obviously. When the taxi dropped her off, she leaned in and said, "Can I give you a call later if I want a takeaway?" I said no. because I had spent a considerable amount of money on what should have been a relatively cheap night out. So she walked off in a huff. For the rest of the journey I told the taxi driver what had happened. And we had a good laugh at what a shit night it was. Never saw her again.
Yeah, that's probably pretty fucking safe, man. That's too self-centered for me, bro. You gotta have a little bit more fucking awareness about you, dude. That is just necessity, fam.
When I was younger, I was doing not so bad for myself. Paid my bills on time, had a car, job lapped. After about 2 weeks of hanging out with this girl and meeting her brother, he borrowed $5. Not a big deal until A, she gave him my phone number.
Oh.
B, he hits me up asking me for $20 and hadn't even paid the $5 bucks back from when I first met him. C, was befriending my female housemate at the time and would have chats of how she planned on molding me into her dream BF. Buy her expensive things, etc. was trying to always X unprotected. I noped out of that situation
Hell
fast.
yeah.
We'd been talking for a few months. Phone calls etc. Agreed to meet up. She was bit bigger than her pictures showed and she said, but W/E she was dope to talk to etc. I spent the afternoon with her and she was just absolutely dead to be around. She only wanted to speak about herself and how great her friend who she brought along was.
Oh my god.
I thought maybe it was nerves. So the next day I agreed to meet
But
with
her
her.
friend was there?
She turned up late because she met up with someone else earlier.
Wait,
and
what?
was gonna meet up with them again in an hour for a date.
What?
Maybe trying to make me jealous and try harder. Kind lost all interest.
Hell
That she
yeah.
didn't even explain in a text. She tried talking to me to arrange another
Nah,
date.
bro.
Told her I was busy for the rest of the week.
Exactly.
Never spoke again.
Hey, that's not rude. It's not bitter. It's not nice guy shit. It's just, yo, I don't want any part of that. And that's it. It ain't nothing else. You're just boring. And I got better things to do. Like play League with the boys. Bruja.
About 20 minutes after a considerably large dinner, she straddles me. I told her I
Oh.
wasn't in the mood and I'd probably throw up on her
Oh yeah.
if I was all shaken up.
Dude, bro, one fucking move you never gotta make is going out to eat with a girl, because it's always nice to go out to eat with a girl, but it's eating too much or eating food that doesn't make you feel good. You know, like if you go out for pizza, but you're lactose intolerant, right? Or if you go out for ice cream and you're lactose intolerant, or if you go out for chili cheese fries and you're lactose, can you guess that I'm lactose intolerant and have done all of those things while on dates with women? 100%.
She gets busy, goes to bed, and I wake up to a text the next morning that says I think you should stay at your mom's for a couple days. Hooked up with a chick
sorry,
one
dude.
night and we went out on a couple of dates. Everything seemed cool at first, but then she got super clingy out of nowhere. I was hanging out with some friends without her one night because she was busy with family, and she starts texting me. She asks me who all is hanging out that night and I tell her. She then starts accusing me of being more interested in my friend's fiancé, and that I should just admit that she's not good enough, and I'd obviously rather be screwing my friend's girl instead. Already a huge red flag, but I figure I'll deal with it later. After I tell her to drop it and stop messaging her, she then starts trying to sext me and sends me nudes. While I'd usually be somewhat down for that, right after an argument, while I'm out with friends, is really not the time. I dropped her right after that, when hey, this really isn't working out. You've clearly got issues you need to work on. Didn't work. Blocking her number thankfully did. She failed to mention she had a boyfriend who I had actually met and spoken to a few times.
What the fuck? What?
She said she was going to wait until I fall asleep and then cut my hair.
Hell no.
When I explained that this wasn't fun.
Did she do it?
My long hair obviously means a lot to me. She insisted. She seemed very surprised later when I declined to go on a second date.
Wait, so you didn't date her for that? Dude, your hair means that much to you? That a threat on the hair means not a second date? Hey, everybody's got their thing, man. I'm just asking.
Girl asked for my number at work, and on our first date/hangout we went through the McDonald's drive-thru, and she threw her old drink cup out of the window of the car and into the parking lot right before I stopped at the speaker and laughed as it blew up all over the place.
Oh my god.
Later on she threw her McDonald's bag of garbage out the window too.
No.
I didn't text her again.
Sorry, man. Get the
She told
fuck
me
out.
she didn't believe in dinosaurs and that the world was 5,000.
Yep. Don't believe in science? Sorry, man. Sorry, man. That's a deal breaker. Well, hey man, there's some things on here. The point of the video, most of all, whether you disagree with what they stopped talking to them about or what, or however, is the point is to get you to tell your own story, not criticize other people's stories, and just to get enjoyment from it. And B, to realize that most of these are girls ruining their chances because they were never together, or they were together for a very short period of time. Get out early. If you got a weird feeling or something you don't like, there's zero reason to stay in, man. There really isn't. Take it with somebody who's with somebody. You don't have to settle for some random bullshit that you don't like. Me and Skitten get along extremely well, actually. So, even with all of our problems that we have, we just stick with each other and just fix them. So that's fucking hilarious, dude. We'll holler guys in the next one. I cannot wait to hear your guys' comments in this fucking video. And damn, I gotta have JJ on to fucking talk about this shit. I'm gonna do it. If I do another one, just know there'll be a light skin in it, and we'll talk about this shit. Oh, holla, man. Peace.
Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs. I'm always turned wearing Crocs. My Crocs are great. Your Crocs are lame. With my Crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 Crocs.